Well, folks, the new year has zoomed by quicker than curry chicken through a white guy's colon, faster than a Japanese bullet train. And guess what? I've got some thrilling news that's sure to make you twirl with anticipation. The copyright on the earliest appearance of Mickey Mouse expired on January 1st, 2024. That means cartoonists, filmmakers, authors, and just about anyone can get their hands on the iconic character and do whatever they please with him. But hold on. We need to clarify something. The Mickey Mouse that enters the public domain is only the one from that 1928 short film's Steamboat Willie. So don't go thinking you'll have free reign over all the Mickey Mouse versions out there. Now, that's not all that's hitting the public domain in 2024. We got some literary gems too. Works like D.H. Lawrence's Lady Chatterley's Lover, Virginia Woolf's Orlando, Agatha Christie's The Mystery of the Blue Train, and even the Winnie the Pooh book, House at Pooh Corner, where our bouncy friend Tiggers makes his first appearance, will all be fair game for the first time. It's a real game changer, my friends. These works that have been locked away under copyright for so damn long will finally be unleashed into the wild, paving the way for new adaptations, interpretations, and creative endeavors. Cartoonists can put their own spin on Mickey Mouse. Filmmakers can explore these beloved characters in new cinematic adventures. Authors can take inspiration from the classics, and the possibilities are endless. All right, everyone, come gather round as we dive headfirst into the captivating realm of intellectual property rights. Picture it as a wild circus, my friends, where the corporations prance around in the spotlight, leaving us dumbfounded by their crafty maneuvers. But don't you worry, my friends, because today we're going to blow the lid off the whole damn thing. We're pulling back that curtain, exposing the twisted absurdity and shameful double standards that have been lurking underneath. So sit back, relax, and get ready for a show like no other. We've got some shocking truths to reveal, and it's going to be a wild ride. You see, intellectual property rights are akin to a massive game of Monopoly. And guess who's winning the fucking game? That's right, the big shots. The ones with all the power and resources. They accumulate properties like patents and trademarks, stacking their deck in their favor, while the rest of us are left scrambling for mere crumbs. Let's talk about the magical world of intellectual property rights, shall we? It's like we're all stuck in a twisted game where the rules are about as fair as a rigged carnival. In this game, my friends, the deck was stacked against us from the very beginning. The big corporations, armed with their powerful legal teams, hold all the winning cards. They have the resources to play, strategize, and manipulate the rules to their advantage. Meanwhile, the dreamers, inventors, and true innovators find themselves bewildered, questioning if they'll ever stand a chance in this goddamn rigged competition. Now, we can't overlook the flip side of this colossal circus. Enter the disconcerting performance of cultural appropriation within this massive tent. Indigenous knowledge, time-honored practices, and cultural heritage are spirited away like a magician's vanishing act, only to resurface as commodities up for sale. Meanwhile, the originators linger in the shadows, their valuable contributions brushed aside, and their cultural identity watered down by inferior imitations and commercialized spectacles. Yet, the issues go beyond stifled innovation and cultural appropriation. These intellectual property rights breed economic barriers that perpetuate inequality. It's like a twisted magic trick, where necessities are transformed into overpriced luxuries. Life-saving medications, essential educational materials, and groundbreaking technologies become privileges reserved for the elite, while the rest of us stand in confusion, wondering how the fuck we're supposed to keep up. It's a rigged game of winners and losers, my friends. The big shots have the money to play, to patent, to copyright, and to dominate the market. They can charge exorbitant prices, squeezing every last penny out of those in need. And what about those who can't afford it? Well, they're forced to go without, trapped in a cycle of limited access and limited opportunities for growth. Now, let's shine a spotlight on the cultural heritage, the treasure trove of shared knowledge exploited by these intellectual property rights. They snatch up indigenous wisdom, cultural practices, and traditional medicine, turning them into mere commodities. Our cultures are left stripped of authenticity, replaced by empty imitations adorned with a hefty price tag. It's as if they're declaring, no more freely sharing your culture. You've got to cough up the cash, baby. They commodify our traditions, practices, and way of life, transforming something meant to be passed down through generations into a profit-making machine for the privileged few, all under the guise of protecting intellectual property. It's a lamentable situation, my friends, stifling the vibrant exchange of ideas and smothering our cultural growth. And here's the kicker. These intellectual property laws give the big corporations free rein with their monopolies. They're snatching up overly broad patents, extending copyright protections, and quashing any competition daring to challenge their dominance. It's like a colossal game of protect the rich, screw the small guys. This, my friends, is the fuel that keeps the woke enterprise chugging along. These monopolistic bastards have built towering fortresses around their intellectual property, making it nearly impossible for the little guys to break in. And what happens when competition dwindles? Prices go up, choices go down, and innovation takes a nosedive. We're left with stagnant markets, where the same ideas and products are recycled over and over again, while true innovation is stifled in the shadows. Isn't it just the perfect time to take a sledgehammer to these pretentious fortresses and let the playing field be as flat as a pancake? Why not dream of a system that promotes collaboration, rewards genuine innovation, and acknowledges the cultural contributions of all instead of the woke elites pushing their agenda? Let's challenge the woke status quo and break free from the shackles of exclusion. Can't we build a world where ideas soar across borders and cultures, where exchange and inspiration are as unrestricted as a rebellious teenager? All right, folks, here's the deal. Maybe it's high time we started advocating for some serious reform that puts the public interest front and center instead of corporate pockets. We need laws that actually encourage innovation, foster collaboration, and make sure the benefits of intellectual creations aren't just hoarded by a greedy few. It's time to break down those barriers and create a level playing field where real talent can thrive and shine. But hey, let's not forget about education and awareness. We all need to school ourselves on the flaws and inequities of this current mess we call the intellectual property game. Because guess what? There are some major consequences hiding in the shadows, my friends. It's time to flip on the spotlight and shed some light on that mess. And here's the big one, folks. Let's share a laugh at those who can't grasp it all. Humor exposes their ignorance. So, friends, let's keep pushing forward with a smile, knowing change is overdue. The intellectual property game has been rigged for ages, and we've known it for far too long. Will we witness a grand shit show? Who really knows at this point? But if you're ready for the fun and games, grab your popcorn, settle in, because we're about to go on a wild journey. Happy New Year, you filthy animals!